So guys, looks like we're changing club. Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Non-League to Legend, where we start in non-league football management and attempt to go on and win the Champions League. Now today, as I alluded to in the intro, we are going to be saying goodbye to Bath City by the looks of it. I mentioned at the end of the last episode that we were going for some interviews. We have just, if I click over to that inbox over there, or over there on this screen, confusing, we have just been offered a contract by a club. It's a club that is substantially higher up than Bath City. And the whole point of Non-League to Legend, if you're not entirely sure on the rules, you can pop down the description. They're all down there. Is it is based on realism. My contract here, I believe I'm on about 650 quid a week. £925 a week. Excuse me, Bath City chairman, you are paying me more than I thought. But I believe the new club are going to offer me substantially more than this. We're going to go have a look at that now. So, as we can see, Nottingham Forest, they are the team that we have had our interview with and they've come in. I'm pretty sure they are currently in the Championship. We'll have a little look at them in a minute, but if we go over to the league table, look, they are currently 17th. So they're not too near the relegation zone. They're about 5 points outside the relegation zone. Equally, they're not too near the top. So they're kind of struggling at the moment. Looks like they've got rid of their manager. They're obviously quite a big club in terms of sort of Premier League history. They're one of, if not the oldest, I'd have to look at this, oldest club, professional club in English football as well. So it looks like we will be going over there. As we can see here, they're offering us straight off of the bat £3,000 a week. And £3,000 a week, more than triple my current wage. They do want to give us all the usual bits of relegation wage drops and promotion wage rises. Let's just see if we can get them to give us a little bit more over here. 3.3 and they've bitten my hand off with that. I should have asked for 4. So yeah, time to say goodbye to Bath City. Before I press continue on that one, we'll have a quick look where we're leaving them. We've done 3 seasons with them. We're currently leaving them 4th place in the Vanarama National. The results since you were last with me, we have done a fair way because I kind of felt we were leaving the club. So I think the last matches we would have seen would have been the matches against Chesham and Port Vale here. Since then, we have played on a bit further. We drew against Southend. We had a draw against Hartlepool. We lost 2-0 in the FA Cup to Aldershot. Then went on a bit of a better run against Kingsley and Halifax. Grimsby were 4th at the time. We beat them 2-0. We lost 2 consecutive matches. We've drawn 1 and we won our last match 3-0 against Yeovil. Timmy Abraham's coming on quite well as well. So some of these players I will definitely be sad to be leaving the club, but it's realistic. And if I was at a job now and they were paying me 900 and however much it was, £75 a week, and someone else came in and offered me £3,000, you would not see me for dust. So yeah, Nottingham Forest, hire us. In a move, there's plenty of heated debate. Jay Edworthy has left Bath to join Nottingham Forest. We've got a record so far of 67 wins, 27 draws and 25 defeats in our career. Good to know. We've also got a league title and a cup to our name, and our first game in charge will be against Preston in the Sky Bet Championship on the 23rd of December. The only good thing about this as well is we're not very far from the transfer window should we need to bring in some players, which is quite good. Hopefully we can get our staff in order quite quickly, and then we'll be able to make the transfers as we need them. We have brought over a couple of our own staff as well. Gary Anderson and Sarah Carr, both of which were physios. We've also got rid of a few of Nottingham Forest ones. We will have to hire new people. So yeah, over to Nottingham Forest, we currently have a transfer budget of 1.7 million, wage budget of 437 and a bit thousand. We've not won anything for 25 years now, which is a lot longer than we'd like, and we are here in this series to change that. They've also won the Champions League in 97 and 1980. They also won the Premier League for the only time in 1978. So Nottingham Forest, definitely a club that's been around a bit. Definitely a club that's been fairly successful in its history. But as they've said there, not won anything for 25 years. So we need to go and sort that out pretty sharpish, I feel. Good capacity for our stadium. We've got good training facilities, good youth facilities, average youth recruitment. We can have a look at all of that as we go on. This is the team. Is that? I think it is. He is. He's on loan for Chelsea. Amado Broja. Looking pretty nice and pretty good in real life. We'll have a look at the actual squad a little bit more in depth in a second. As we can see, the board here this season, club cultures to develop players using the youth system. They want us to work within the wage budget. They would like a mid-table finish, which hopefully is achievable this season, but we've got to work cut out given where we are already. Want us to reach the 4th round of the FA Cup. They don't care about the Carabao Cup. I don't even think we'll still be in the Carabao Cup at this point. And then after that, they just want us to be reaching the playoffs pretty much. Work towards it next season, reach them by the end of our 3rd season in charge, and then continue to do so for the future. I think what we're more interested in is potentially this. This is pretty good. Oh, excellent intake. This is a nice email to have the moment you arrive at club. Excellent intake of players coming in. At least one of our goalkeepers looks like a great prospect. We've got a defensive midfielder with potential to go far. 2 forwards who are considered to be fine prospects, and at least 1 good fullback. And we're saying this has the potential to be a golden generation for the club. That is a nice email to get on your first day at a club, and we do need to work out some tactics. But before we do that, we should probably go have a look at the players. So as always, when I get to a new club, I've kind of just gone into the squad screen. I've arranged it by ability, tick the top 10 players in that list, and it helps me work out what sort of tactical direction I want to go for. So we've got Ryan Yates here as the best player at the club. He is wanted by Brighton. I have a feeling, is Yates also club captain? I'm not sure. Either way, so he likes playing as either a ball-winning midfielder. He can play as a box-to-box, a Carrilero, central midfielder. So he just likes playing in midfield. To stick him in midfield, but we're looking maybe a ball-winning midfielder or a box-to-box potentially for Ryan Yates. We've got Joe Rawle. Your name's going to change, mate. Sorry. He's a centre-back, likes mostly playing as a central defender. He's got some great heading on him. Let's chuck him up for the set pieces. Scott McKenna as well. He's also a central defender. Also great heading. You can also go up for corners, Scott McKenna. So we've got another centre-back there in our top 10. Our 4th place one is another centre-back. I'm really hoping we're going to be solid as a rock in this centre-back position, because 3 players in the top 4 are centre-backs in terms of our best players at the club. We've got Jethro Williams as well, Dutch 29-year-old. He can play as a left-back. He can play as a wing-back as well, which is interesting, given we've got 3 centre-backs here. Maybe we could go with 5 at the back, potentially. Brad Collins then, our goalkeeper, also one of the better players at the club. 22 appearances this season, 29 conceded though, which isn't fantastic. 21 appearances last season with 23 conceded. Interesting, Brad Collins. We've then got Yeza Asprilla, who's on loan from Watford. He's an inverted winger. Yeah, potentially we could use that. Maybe not for go 5 at the back though. I'm not sure how that would work. We've then got another midfielder, Brian Ojeda, so either a ball-winning midfielder or box-to-box again. So we don't seem to have many playmakers here. Mazzala, no one's showing up as like a deep-line playmaker or anything yet. And then Fernando Fanesca, again, he is a right-back. He can play as a wing-back, so I am definitely, at the moment, leaning towards 5 at the back. I have never, ever, fun fact, in Football Manager, ever played a 5 at the back formation. And another midfielder, Cafu, again, box-to-box. Mazzala, ball-winning midfielder. Could potentially be a playmaker, but what's your passing and stuff like? 12 for passing, so maybe. And then going down from there, Darryl Horgan we've got. Anyone else standing out as having brilliant potential? Yeah, that guy, the centre-back that I've already mentioned. Asprilla, but obviously not our player, so not as important. Sorry. Brennan Johnson as well, looking like a good prospect, but no one standing out as a definite person of the future. Little concerning in that as well. that not one of those top 10 players was a striker. So I do have an instant problem with playing 5 at the back. This over here. We literally have Finesca that can play as a right wing back, and that is it. And obviously the transfer window is not open, so I can't bring anyone in there at the moment. But I do think this is potentially worth exploring in the long term. I'm just trying to kind of work out what you would go with for this formation. So you've got all of them lined up here. 4-2-2, yeah, that's ridiculously defensive. Absolutely not. We could have oh, so those would be both defensive midfielders and then attacking midfielders, but I don't like that particularly either because we lose any good midfielders we've got there. Go with something like that. So 2 out on the wing and then 2 midfielders, 2 attacking midfielders in the centre, and then a striker. The only thing that does strike me with all of these is they're very, very narrow formations, with the exception of maybe that 5-4-1 that we're looking at now. This one's strikerless system, so 5-4-1-0. Again, if I was playing Paris Saint-Germain, maybe. That one's strange as well. Defensive midfielder, centre midfielder. Yeah, I don't really know at the moment what we would go with. I'm not really sure at the moment what our best formation's gonna be without going and having a bit of a mess around with it, which is probably what we're gonna do. But we'll have a quick look through all of the squad screens at the moment. Cafu, not happy, he's not getting enough playing time, wants to go out on loan, as does Horgan, as does Whiteman, as does Tom Lees, as does Callum Hawkins. So lots of players here that aren't completely happy with their situation at the club. Recommended tactics, actually, I'm just having a look. So wing plays recommended, fluid counter attack and direct counter attack. I mean, I'm not opposed to be a counter attacking side as a generality, but it's not something I want to build the entire team around. I look at this straight away. We're generally okay in defense and attack. We're not doing anything outstanding. We're not uprooting the league, definitely. We've also got Preston next. They're 14th in the championship. So I guess they're not substantially higher up, really. Actually, only 3 points above us, so we're not too far behind them currently. We are still, as I said, we were knocked out of the Carabao Cup. We are still in the FA Cup. So I say we're still in. We haven't played a game yet. We've got Southampton in the 3rd round in roughly a month's time. At least in the Carabao Cup, I'm just noticing we did get knocked out by Wolverhampton Wanderers, which is decent, I guess. Sheffield United top of the league at the moment as well. Ipswich in there, Stoke in there. Ipswich must have got promoted then, because I swear at the moment they're in are they in League 1 at the moment, which would put them into, yeah, they got promoted last season and they're all the way up there. Well done to Ipswich Town there. I think really what we want to have a look here as well is kind of, I do like these kits. That's not what I want to look at, but oof, that is a nice 3rd kit, and that's not a bad 2nd kit either, to be honest. It's pretty decent. I'll take it. We're actually a professional club as well. I'm going to have to do stuff like training programs. I haven't had to do them at Bath City. This seems like a lot of work, really. But just having a look, I just want to see affiliated clubs. So we've got Olympiacos that we are affiliated with, so we can get loans off of them. Obviously, they're considered to be quite a bigger club than us, at least in terms of reputation. So it's definitely worth us having a look at Olympiacos and seeing if they've got any players that they can send over to us. We've also got Crumlin United as an affiliate. I guess that's just for us to get some youth players, potentially, if we need to. I'm going to ask straight away, because I always ask it. Yeah, no. It's day one. Can you change the setup of the club and give me a senior affiliate? And they're just like, no, mate. Looking at this, though, we are already spending over the wage budget. We are already spending over the wage budget at the moment, so we probably are going to have to shift some players. I guess at the moment, we just kind of need to go away, have a look at what we need to do tactically. And I am just going to have a quick look, see. I'm allowed to search for Anna or maybe Steve because I know him as an in-game manager. I don't think he's going to be good enough for this level, but over you come, mate. You got to come over on trial. Absolutely. I guess now, like, today's episode is pretty much just going, hey, we're at a new club, and now I need to go away on episode 20 and work out what my tactical direction is and how we help Nottingham Forest from here, because we need to get these guys at least mid-table this season, and from there we need to plough towards the playoffs. and hopefully get these guys promoted pretty quickly. I know at least one subscriber that watches that will be very, very happy we've come over to this club, and will be even happier if we manage to get into the Premiership with them. I don't think this will be our last club by any means. I don't think Forest is going to be the team that we win the Champions League with, but they are going to hopefully benefit from us being here and getting them up to the Premier League. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll be back on Thursday, so on the 23rd, with hopefully a better idea of what we're doing with Nottingham Forest, and realistically hopefully a tactical plan in place, because we will have our first matches. The first one is against Preston, as we said earlier. The next one after that, Sheffield Wednesday, who are 20th. Oof. For now though, if you have enjoyed today's episode, and if you are excited to see how we do with Nottingham Forest going forward, then do hit the like button below. It really does help out the channel with the YouTube algorithm. It'd be really very much appreciated if we could get 10 likes. That would be absolutely outstanding. I haven't had a video that's got that many likes on it yet, so that would be great. I'd be very happy if we could do that before Christmas. If you haven't already subscribed as well, and you are watching, and again you want to see how we do with Nottingham Forest, to hit the subscribe button. If you touch the notification bell as well, then you will get told every time we upload anything to the channel, and you can follow along with this non-league to legend journey. Until next time though guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you over on episode 21.